teaching, we're alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. Teach bright like a diamond.
Now, my student, his name is Matthew, as I've stated, and he's extremely important to me and will always be extremely important to me, and I want to share why. Matthew identified as an African American or as Black, right? He was ethnically Dominican, but he called himself a Black boy. His mother loved Tupac. I love Tupac. He loved Tupac. So that's something that we incorporated into our lessons, not because just because he said he was Black, but because he identified a love for Tupac. That was how us as a family, including his mom, connected. So this beautiful book of poems that Tupac had written. And I love the book because on one side it has the printed up nice version, and on the other side it has his handwritten text. And you see how he uses words and how he uses images also, and capitalization and numbers in his artistry. So this is one of the poems that we read together. I'm going to read it here for you now. In the event of my demise, dedicated to those curious. In the event of my demise, when my heart can beat no more, I hope I die for a principle or a belief that I lived for. I will die before my time because I feel the shadow's depth. So much I wanted to accomplish before I reached my death. I have come to grips with the possibility and wiped the last tear from my eyes. I loved all who were positive in the event of my demise. And we know that beautiful Tupac left this life too soon. In the same way, my student, Matthew Diaz, left this life too soon. As we concluded our tutoring sessions that December, so he had graduated in the spring, he helped me get my teaching degree. I am a teacher because of the work that he and I did together. That fall in December, he passed away from a heart defect, suddenly, tragically. Because I didn't teach at the school that he went to, I taught him after school in our learning lab environment, I didn't have a way to properly grieve with the community. It wasn't until I was able to speak at Hunter about this experience that I could connect with other people and grieve in a way that was appropriate. But in a way that I did that was, I regretted nothing in terms of our tutoring sessions. I gave Matt everything I had, every single lesson. And we formed a strong bond that didn't die when he did. And so as you're tutoring, I want you to remember, as you're teaching, I want you to teach like it's the last lesson you'll ever teach, and it's the last lesson they'll ever learn. Because especially now, going through this pandemic, you know that you could see your children one day, and tomorrow, they could be gone. They could be gone because their family's moving. They could be gone because they're transferring to another school. They could be gone because they have a sickness. They could be gone because they lost a loved one. And you could be gone for all the same reasons or a plethora of other reasons. If Matthew had passed away and I knew that I gave him a piss poor excuse of tutoring for a semester, I would have felt disgusting. I would have felt guilty. I would have felt burdened. I would have filled with so much regret that I'd have to work out in some other way. But I have no regrets when I think of my time with that beautiful boy. I have joy, I have appreciation, and I have archival evidence of his thoughts, of his feelings that I could share with his mother, and that I could share with the world, that I could share with you. What we do matters. And I need you to teach like it matters. Not to teach like this matters for a grade, but to teach because what you do lives on into prosperity, lives on through posterity, and lives on in ways that we can't fully understand. So fear not and shine bright and have a wonderful, wonderful week.